information to blow through, so let's get to it. First thing you want to do is open your browser, do a search for Virtua NES, that's our emulator, the NES. Click on the first link, it's going to bring you to this site. Look for the download link on the left, click on that, and grab your latest version. It's going to download a zip file. Go ahead and unzip that. You should have a folder. And then this is what you get inside the folder. The EXE is your emulator. Go ahead and launch that. And you'll notice the window's really small. Not very fun to play NES in a small window like that. So let's go to Options, Zoom, X3. Give you a decent size to work with for now. And the next thing we want to do is configure our controller. If you have a Xbox or PlayStation controller, you can actually plug them into your computer and use them. Any Xbox controller for the 360 should work right away. There's a little work involved in getting an old original Xbox or PS3 controller going, but I'm going to have a video tutorial on that later. So now we're all bound. And now the next thing I want to show you is the folders. So if you go in here, you can see that it's going to look for the games in this ROMs folder. And you'll notice we don't have a ROMs folder, so let's just go ahead and make one. Call it ROMs, and this is where we're going to put our games. So go back to your browser, do a search for NES ROMs. And one of my favorite sites is this right here, ROM Nation. I'm going to go ahead and click on C. You could probably guess what I'm going for. That's it right there. So we'll grab Contra, hit the download, 5304, whatever your code is, and it'll download the ROM. See, there's another zip file. That's the actual game. We're going to go into our ROMs folder and actually copy it right into there, or move it. So now if we go into Virtua NES, we hit open, you'll see our Contra is here. Go ahead and open that, and we now have a single player playable NES emulator. Nothing spectacular here. So now we'll click on File, and you'll want to go to NetPlay. Now you'll notice there's a port, there's a latency frame buffer, that's for adjusting lag. There's a a nickname, and there's also whether you're going to be the server or the client. In this case, I'm actually going to be the server, which will make me player 1. So now, the next piece of software we're going to use is called Hamachi. You're going to need to go to logmein.com, create an account if you haven't already, it's free, and log in with your account. And we're going to download the Hamachi software. And what this is going to do is it's going to take our two computers that are running Hamachi and create a virtual tunnel between them, as if they're sitting on the same local network. So you want to go here. You'll notice they want to keep tricking you to download the commercial paid version. Click on this, non-commercial use only. Click on Get Started next to the free version, and we'll go download now. Now this will save the installer. Go ahead and run that. And we'll install this. This is actually going to create a virtual network adapter that's going to connect to the Hamachi network, and will connect other Hamachi users to you, but only if you allow it. And I'll show you that in just a second after this install. Now just keep in mind, in the Virtua NES, if you're running server, you're going to be player 1 or control port 1, and if you're the client, you're going to be control port 2 or player 2. Alright, Hamachi's all finished. We'll click finish and allow it to start it up. And you'll see it kind of looks like an instant messenger, but it's going to give you a new IP address, and you'll see that IP at the very top. If this pops up, just click home and then click cancel, and you'll see my IP address and my computer name at the very top. Now I'm going to go ahead and create a new network, and it'll ask you for a network ID, which I'll call House of Retro. And I'm going to give it a password of 1234. And I'll hit create. Now this basically creates a little virtual room that other Hamachi users can join. So this is the other PC. This is the client PC, actually my brother's machine. And his computer name is Shinobi. It's already running Hamachi, and it has its own IP address giving from Hamachi. So we're going to have it actually join an existing network, the one that we created, which is going to be House of Retro. You're going to give it the same password, and it'll join right up. And now you see my computer, my main computer, the server, if you will, named Hydro Station there. And we each have our own IP addresses. So when we launch Virtua NES, this machine is actually the client, or player 2. Let's go ahead and load Contra. And we'll go back to File and Network. I'm sorry, NetPlay. And what we're going to do is we're going to select, you'll see a server and client type. Let's go ahead and name this something like Hydraulic 78 Laptop. There we go, and we're going to select client because we're player 2. Now you'll notice that the address bar is no longer grayed out. So what we're going to do is change localhost to the address of the server, of the main computer that's hosting. So that's going to be the Hydro Station IP address that you can see in the window to the right. You make sure you want to leave :10,000 after the IP address with no spaces. So there we go. And that is the IP we need. We're going to hit connect, and you'll see that it's now synchronizing the games. And we are now connected. One machine to the other. One is player 1, the second is player 2. And that's really how you connect Hamachi. It's now as if you're sitting side by side on an NES, and one player is holding controller 1 and the other player is holding controller 2, but you're probably in 2 different states or 2 different countries or whatever it may be. So it's pretty cool. This is just the game demo. Right here, this is really how it works. There's nothing crazy to it. 2 computers running an emulator, 1 server, 1 client, connected to Hamachi, and Hamachi connects them through the internet. So it's pretty basic. So I've got some actual gameplay footage that my brother and I compiled. He lives in Atlanta, Georgia. I live in Miami, Florida, and you can get a feel for exactly how this thing will perform and what the lag is going to be like. So. Shit, I got us 30 lives.
You got turbo, go ahead and get that rabbit. The controls aren't too laggy. Oh. I don't want that crap. controls are a little bit laggy. Not too terrible though. It's playable. You want this?
Sure.
I didn't even know you could jump up there from down there. Never. So are you recording at the same time right now?
Yes.
Do you have your headset bound to your keyboard?
It's on my mouse.
Doo-doo. I can't believe I've already died twice. I haven't played this one in a while though.
Yeah, we can do another one if you want. A little lag though, yeah.
Dude, you know in the arcade this was ridiculous. Like, did you ever play any of the 3D parts in the arcade?
Yeah, they're retarded.
Fast enough.
Remember here, you don't even have to push up, it shoots up automatically.
Yeah, it just... I can't move fast enough.